Hi, my name is Esme and I'll be your teaching artist for the next 6 weeks during this course, Learning Darkroom Photography. I'm super excited to be here and be able to share the skills that I've learned in the darkroom as well as being out and taking pictures behind a film camera. During this course, you'll learn the history of film in the darkroom, be able to experiment with different printing techniques, and you'll be able to develop and print your own film images. Before we go into our main activity for the day, I want to start with a little warm-up. Everyone is going to take 5 minutes, go around the room, and gather 3 objects that they could photograph together. Alright, now that our 5 minutes are up, we'll go through the class and everyone will talk about what they picked and why they picked it. I'll go first. The first object I picked out was this small ceramic elephant statue, then this ping pong ball, and this aloe vera plant. I picked these things because all of them have a little bit of green in it and they're all relatively small in size. For our main activity today, we're going to be learning 5 main parts of the camera, as well as learning how to load film into the camera properly. The first part of the camera we're going to talk about today is the lens, which is this part right here. The purpose of the lens is to gather and focus light from a subject. The next part of the camera we're going to talk about is the film compartment. To get to the film compartment, you take this knob, bring it back, and pull up. This opens the back of the camera. This is the film compartment right here. This is the space where the film canister is held. Now that the back of your camera is open, the next part we'll talk about is the take-up spool, which is this right here, if you can see it. The purpose of the spool is to pull film along so unexposed film is placed behind the shutter and exposed film is rolled up here. You can now close your camera. The next part we'll talk about is the viewfinder. This is the space your eye looks through to compose a photo. This is the viewfinder right here. The next part of the camera we'll be talking about is the advanced lever. It moves the film so the next exposure is in place. All you have to do is push the lever and the next photo is ready to be taken. Now that you've learned some basic parts of the camera, we're going to learn how to load our film. You're going to take your film camera and load the canister into the compartment. You want to make sure that your film canister is facing this way with the knob down, like so. You can push this down when it's secure and that'll hold it in place. Then you're going to take the tongue, which is the end of the film, and put it into the take-up spool over here. Once you feel that it's secure, you're going to advance the film one time just to make sure that it'll stay in place. And you can see that the film has come around the spool and is secure. Then you can close the back. Now that the back of your camera is closed, you're going to want to advance the film a few times just to make sure that none of the film that has been exposed to light will be photographed on. I hope you guys enjoyed our first lesson. Before we end our class, I'd like for you guys to write in your journal or notebook one thing that you'd like to take away by the end of this 6-week course. Have a great day and I'll see you next week.